Moon Ga-young has always been known for her elegance, her talent, and her ability to captivate audiences without saying a single word. But recently, she's managed to capture attention in a different way, not through her acting or public appearances, but through a subtle, almost hidden gesture that fans believe is a direct signal to one Moon, Cha Eun-woo. Since Cha Eun-woo's enlistment, fans have been closely watching Moon Ga-young for any sign of support or affection for her long-rumored co-star turned special friend. And it seems, in her latest public appearance, she might have given them exactly what they were looking for. At first glance, it was just another glamorous event, Moon Ga-young walking the red carpet in a flawless designer gown, smiling at cameras, answering light questions. But attentive fans noticed something unusual. She wore a small, silver bracelet on her right wrist. Why did this matter? Because months ago, during a behind-the-scenes moment on the set of True Beauty, Cha Eun-woo had been spotted wearing what appeared to be the exact same bracelet, one that fans had never seen on him before or after that shoot. Immediately, social media lit up. Posts flooded online platforms. Is this a couple bracelet? There's no way this is a coincidence. Some fans even dug up old photos to compare. And sure enough, the match was undeniable. But that wasn't all. During an interview at the event, when asked about her current projects and how she's been spending her time lately, Moon Ga-young smiled softly before saying, "I've been staying connected with people who matter to me, even if they're far away." She didn't name names. She didn't need to. Fans instantly linked the statement to Cha Eun-woo, who is currently serving in the military and, according to updates, has limited contact with the outside world. Those close to the entertainment industry know how risky this kind of subtle communication can be. In South Korea's strict entertainment culture, especially when it comes to dating rumors, a small gesture can spark weeks of speculation. And yet, Moon Ga-young didn't seem the least bit concerned. She seemed almost intentional about it. It's not the first time fans have spotted these so-called signals. Just weeks after Cha Eun-woo's enlistment, Moon Ga-young posted a photo of herself at a quiet cafe. On the table beside her was a small notebook with a familiar-looking pen, one fans remembered seeing in a B-Live session Cha Eun-woo had done months earlier. Back then, people dismissed it as a coincidence. But now, with the bracelet incident, the pattern is starting to look less accidental. Some insiders claim Moon Ga-young has even adjusted her schedule in subtle ways, avoiding certain international projects that would take her far from South Korea, choosing instead to work on local endorsements and filming within Seoul. To the casual observer, it's just smart career planning. But to those who have followed her relationship with Cha Eun-woo from the early days of True Beauty, it feels like a deliberate choice to remain within reach. The most intriguing part? Military insiders have shared that Cha Eun-woo has been receiving a steady stream of letters and small care packages. While the senders' identities are kept private, one entertainment journalist hinted that at least one package came from a well-known actress who has worked closely with him. Could that actress be Moon Ga-young? Publicly, both stars have stayed silent on the rumors. But in the world of subtle gestures, silence often speaks the loudest. For now, fans are divided. Some believe the bracelet and cryptic comments are undeniable proof of an ongoing private relationship. Others argue it's all just playful fan service and a clever way to keep her image connected to one of K-drama's most beloved leading men. What can't be denied is the emotional pull of this story. Cha Eun-woo, away from the spotlight, serving his country. Moon Ga-young, continuing her career but possibly sending small, hidden signs to show she's still thinking of him. Whether it's love in disguise or just a friendship that's deeper than most, one thing is certain. This connection, whatever it truly is, continues to capture the imagination of fans across the world. And as Cha Eun-woo's service continues, you can be sure every move Moon Ga-young makes will be watched, analyzed, and discussed by those hoping to see a romance blossom once he returns. Because sometimes the smallest signals can carry the biggest meanings. Some might ask, why would Moon Ga-young risk giving such hints when she knows how quickly the internet can magnify the smallest detail? The answer might lie in her personality. Moon Ga-young is not the type to make flashy public declarations, nor is she known for engaging in loud controversies. She's always been calm, reserved, and deliberate, the kind of person who lets her actions, not her words, speak for her. So when she does something as subtle as wearing a piece of jewelry tied to Cha Eun-woo, it doesn't feel random. It feels chosen. Let's rewind to the days before Eun-woo's enlistment. The pair were spotted together at an industry gathering, not as an official couple, but their comfort level was obvious to those in attendance. Eyewitnesses shared that even in a crowded room, they seemed to communicate with glances and quiet exchanges. Nothing inappropriate. Nothing headline-grabbing. Just familiarity. And that familiarity doesn't vanish when someone enters the military. In fact, military service has a way of testing bonds. South Korean enlistment isn't just physically demanding, it's emotionally taxing. Contact is limited, schedules are rigid, and the weight of distance can either strengthen or weaken relationships. For Moon Ga-young, the time apart may have sparked a decision to be more intentional in showing her support. Not through grand gestures, but through tiny, meaningful signals that say, "I'm here, I'm thinking of you, and I haven't forgotten." One fan theory that's been circulating online dives even deeper. According to this theory, the bracelet is not just a matching accessory, but a custom-made piece gifted by Moon Ga-young to Cha Eun-woo before he left. The claim comes from a jewelry enthusiast who analyzed high-resolution images of both bracelets, noting a tiny engraving on the clasp, too small to read in photos, but clearly identical in both. If that's true, then this isn't just a public fashion choice. It's a silent reminder of a private promise. But gestures like this can be risky. In the K-drama world, relationships between co-stars often fuel fan fantasies, but they can also invite intense scrutiny. Agencies sometimes step in to manage the narrative, either by denying any rumors outright or by quietly advising stars to distance themselves. So far, neither Moon Ga-young's agency nor Cha Eun-woo's has commented on the bracelet incident. And perhaps that's deliberate, because the absence of a denial keeps the speculation alive. Meanwhile, Cha Eun-woo has been excelling in his military duties, according to unofficial updates from fellow soldiers and base insiders. He's been described as disciplined, respectful, and focused, but also as someone who lights up when receiving mail during scheduled delivery times. While no one has publicly linked those letters to Moon Ga-young, the timing of certain social media posts she's made has coincided suspiciously with known care package drop-offs for enlisted soldiers. For example, one week, military sources hinted that Cha Eun-woo had received a particularly cheerful package, complete with snacks, books, and something handwritten. Days later, Moon Ga-young posted a photo of herself flipping through a novel with a caption that read, "Sometimes, you send a part of yourself far away, hoping it finds its way back." To fans, that wasn't just poetic. That was personal. It's moments like this that keep the shipping community for these two alive and thriving. Fan accounts have dedicated themselves to spotting evidence, connecting dots between their schedules, public appearances, and even the themes of their respective interviews. And while some critics roll their eyes at such detective work, others believe there's truth hidden in plain sight, truth that only those paying close attention will notice. The beauty of this story, though, isn't in confirming or denying the romance. It's in the quiet devotion it suggests, the kind of devotion that doesn't need grand declarations because it's built on shared memories, private moments, and mutual respect. As one fan put it on social media, if this is real, it's the purest kind of love, the kind that survives on trust and little signs, not public validation. Whether Moon Ga-young is truly sending these signals for Cha Eun-woo alone, or whether it's all just coincidental timing, we may never know until he finishes his service. But one thing is clear. Every bracelet, every caption, every subtle smile she gives when his name comes up, it all feeds a story that fans are deeply invested in. And perhaps that's the real magic here. Because in an industry where relationships can be as fleeting as trending hashtags, the idea of a love quietly surviving the test of time and distance feels almost cinematic, like something straight out of the dramas they've both starred in. Until Cha Eun-woo returns, we'll just have to keep watching, waiting, and wondering. Is this love in disguise, or just a friendship that's more precious than anyone realized?